Hello friends and welcome back. Today I have over 70 Christmas hacks to share with you to make your holiday season even easier. So for our first hacks, we're starting with Christmas tree hacks, because if you're like me, Christmas trees are the first thing that I usually tackle. My first hack is to consider raising your Christmas tree up off the ground a little bit. Now, in the first example I'm showing you is a real tree that I got at a Christmas tree farm. Often it is hard to find the exact right height of a Christmas tree, so I'm actually taking ours and I'm putting it up on this wooden crate. You can use literally anything. Then I'm just going to put my tree stand on top of that and cover it in a tree skirt, and this is going to lift the tree up off the ground and not just give it more height, but give me more room for putting Christmas presents underneath the tree, which is so brilliant. And you can obviously do this with fake trees as well. I did my fake tree last year with just these old paint cans. I even used some hot glue to make sure that it was not going anywhere. This was totally safe and secure for the entire Christmas season, but it just lifted my tree up off of the ground a little bit to give the tree more height. Now let's talk about some Christmas light hacks. In general, with Christmas tree lights, more lights is better. More is more when it comes to lights. A general rule of thumb is to do 100 lights for every 1 foot of height of your Christmas tree, but I find even doing more than that is even more magical. And to really up the ante, consider putting some of the jumbo clear bulbs mixed in with your regular bulbs to give a really twinkly, magical look to your Christmas tree. I even add extra lights to my pre-lit tree to make it twinkle more. Okay, do you guys know about ornament anchors? These are so smart for keeping your important ornaments safe. If you have curious pets, if you have kids with little hands and you've always worried about them breaking your special ornaments. Basically, you're going to replace the ribbon or the ornament hook on your special ornaments with the ornament anchor. And then what happens is there's a bungee thing on here, and you're just going to pull to secure it onto the branch that you hang it onto your tree. And it's going to prevent this ornament from falling off of the tree and help save some of your very important ornaments. These will be linked in the description. When it comes to hanging garland on your Christmas tree, get some ornament hooks. This will just allow you to hang your garland more evenly so that you can really sort of get the nice swag look that you want and hang them much more precisely. If you want to put ribbon into your Christmas tree, instead of just taking an entire spool and wrapping it around your tree, you're going to want to cut about 3-foot strips. Then you are going to take one end of the strip and tuck it into your tree. And then you're going to take about the middle section of that ribbon and tuck that into the tree. And then you're going to take the end piece and tuck that in. And then you could take your next piece and sort of make it look like it's coming out from the next section. This is going to make it look like the ribbon is just really naturally weaving through your tree, as opposed to if you try to wrap it yourself, it's going to look more like you kind of did a bad Halloween mummy costume on your tree. Another thing I love adding to trees is some seasonal picks. I got these ones for a couple dollars at Target. You can get them all over the place. I just think it adds a lot of movement and shape to your tree, especially if you're somebody who is using a fake tree. The thing about fake trees is sometimes they're just too perfect looking, and I love how this adds a little bit of extra shape and dimension to your Christmas tree. It can also help bring together a color scheme if you're doing a general color scheme on your tree. Okay, a Christmas tree hack that I love if you have little ones is to take 2 or 3 larger boxes, weigh them down with some heavy books, and then wrap them to look like presents. And then you can sort of put these around your Christmas tree. This also works for pets, but essentially is going to prevent your child from getting to the tree constantly and pulling all of the ornaments off. Okay, I'm going to share a really easy DIY tree collar. This works especially great if you're going to lift your tree up, like I showed you earlier in this video. And you could just use some old cardboard, which you probably have hanging around because you're getting all of your Christmas presents delivered. So you're just going to cut 4 pieces of cardboard, just big enough to go around your Christmas tree. So my Christmas tree was 27 inches from leg to leg, and so I cut pieces of cardboard that were 27.5 inches. But basically, I just glued these 4 pieces together into a square, and then using hot glue and some burlap fabric, I'm going to cover the entire thing in the burlap. And once this is dried, you have a really simple, easy tree collar that you can wrap around your tree. Again, super great if you've lifted your tree up. And this cost me literally $2 to make. Next hack, I'm going to show you how to make these glitter bulbs for so affordable and so easy. And I love this because you can customize it for whatever colors you want. So you need some clear bulbs. I get mine from the Dollar Tree. You can get like 2 for $1.25. And then an assortment of glitter in whatever colors you want. Then you're going to use a little bit of like the floor, like Mop and Glow stuff. You put a tiny squirt inside of your ornament, put some glitter in, and then you just shake it all around, and it's going to make it stick to the outsides of the ornament. And I am telling you, I have had these same ones of these for literally years, and the glitter's still sticking to the side. I don't know how it works, but it's amazing. Next hack is for a really affordable tree skirt. Is just go to like Joann Fabrics or a craft store and get a couple yards of faux fur. You can do this when they're doing like 50% off of their cuts of fabric, and it makes a really cheap tree skirt. All right, we're moving along to some wrapping hacks to make wrapping your presents easier this year. My first hack is if you end up with a piece of paper that you have cut, wrapping paper you cut, and it is too short, and you think you can't wrap your present, you actually can by just twisting it. The way to confirm if this is going to work is if you can pull a corner from either side and it covers all 4 corners of whatever you're trying to wrap, you can wrap this with this sheet of paper. You start with the corner closest to you, and then the next side over, you basically are just going to fold that in so that you can pull that corner up. And I secure it with a piece of tape, and then I do the other side. And then you're going to do the final corner by sort of tucking in each side, and then you can basically just fold it over. And you will see that now you've taken a piece of wrapping paper that looked like it was not big enough to wrap your book or your present or whatever, and you were able to wrap the entire thing. You can actually use the same general method to wrap a present with actually no tape at all. So this time, actually, when you go to wrap, you're just going to make sure the 2 outer corners are exposed, and then you're going to start from the opposite side, and then you're going to fold the same way that we folded when we were doing the hack before when you didn't have enough wrapping paper. But this time, when you get to the very end, you're just going to take that excess bit, and now you're going to be able to fold it into the pocket that you sort of created here. So I'm going to show you again. I know it goes kind of fast, but basically, you're using the same basic method to wrap, and then at the end you're just going to take the excess, fold it over, and then you can tuck it into this little pocket, and you don't need any tape. All right, here's another hack. You have an awkward shaped item, you don't have any more gift bags. You could just use your wrapping paper to make a gift bag. So you're going to fold it into basically a rectangle and tape it into place. Then you're going to fold up, and you can press that down into sort of like this little triangle shape. I will show you this one again, don't worry. And then you fold those corners in, and it creates a base for the bottom and makes your wrapping paper into a little bag. Another wrapping paper hack I love for like the main people in your life is I have started doing a single kind of wrapping paper per person. So each person in my family gets their own wrapping paper. It just makes it so much easier. I don't have to worry about doing name labels. And it's just easier for everybody to like see which presents are theirs. I don't know. It's just a little hack that has worked really well for me. And so I'm sharing it with you. Another wrapping hack that I love to share is always keep a roll of just brown craft paper around, because if you run out of wrapping paper or whatever, you can use this in a pinch to wrap up some last minute presents, and you can jazz them up to make them look cute with like ribbons or whatever. But I always have at least a roll or 2 of brown craft paper around for last minute wrapping. Next up, you got to get these wrapping clips. They clip your wrapping paper onto your table, and they have built-in tape dispenser. I'm telling you, they're a total game changer for wrapping all your presents really fast in a pinch. When it comes to saving a little money on your wrapping stuff, I love the Dollar Tree, not necessarily for the wrapping paper, because I don't love the wrapping paper personally, but gift bags is where it is at. They have gift bags in literally every shape and size, really huge ones, really little ones, at the most affordable prices. You can also get gift boxes there, great for gifting gift certificates and gift cards. They have great bow options. They also have like name tags and ribbons and basket fillers, basically all the stuff you would need. They also have these amazing gift basket cellophane like shrink wrap things. These are so amazing if you're gifting gift baskets for the holiday. You basically make your gift bag, you put this on, and then it shrink wraps with the heat of a blow dryer. It makes it literally look like a professional gift basket. These are so great, and they even come with a bow built in. All right, last but not least, never underestimate just a big roll of white paper and let your kid color it, especially if you're gifting presents to grandparents or like your kids' friends. This one saves me in a pinch a lot too. Let your kids have at it. You could even get them Christmas colors, Christmas stickers, or whatever. Now you got some nice free wrapping paper to use for like grandma and grandpa's Christmas present. Moving on to Christmas decor hacks, one of my favorite things to get for Christmas time is twinkle lights that are on a battery pack, and you specifically want to get ones that come on timers. So I have a bunch of these ones that I got from Walmart. I will also link some of my favorite packs below. If you are doing any garlands, you're doing little outside trees, or you're doing wreath, these battery pack ones are the way to go because one, you don't have to worry about finding an outlet for them to plug into, and two, they come with built-in timers. So I set mine to turn on at like 4 o'clock, and then they turn off again at maybe 10 or 11. So all of my Christmas lights just turn on their own, and I don't have to worry about getting it all scheduled in. Okay, we're in my son's room. We're going like vlog style on my phone. But I have this little Christmas tree that he decorated, and we have it hung up. We have it set up in his room. There's literally not an outlet anywhere near here that I could plug this into unless I want to go like around his bed, which obviously wouldn't be very safe. So these things are going to be a total lifesaver. I got this set of 100. I'm just going to be able to throw some batteries in here. I can even set it on a timer so that his tree will light up, but I don't have to worry about wrangling outlets. Also, if you don't have remote outlets for your Christmas tree and any other Christmas lights that you plug in, now is the time to get them. They are super easy. They just go into an outlet and you can set them to be on a timer. Some of them are on remotes as well, but I highly suggest the timer ones because then you don't even have to think about it. They will turn on for you at one time of the day and then turn off for you at another. Okay, random product to share with you, but this charging cable looks like Christmas lights, and I just think it is so darn cute to charge your different devices during the Christmas season. And a bonus is when you're not using it, instead of it just laying out looking like an ugly charging cable, you can actually hang it up and use it as decor. Next, I'm going to teach you how to make these paper stars. I had seen paper stars like this at Ikea, and they were so pretty, but they were sort of expensive, and I realized that you can actually make them using paper bags for super, super cheap. So all you're going to do is take 8 of these brown paper lunch bags, and you are going to glue them together, alternating whether the folded side is up or the folded side is down. Let these sit until they're completely dry, and then you are basically just going to cut the top into a point, and then you can really get creative with this. You can do more of a sharp point, more of a rounded point, and then you can cut different little shapes out of the sides if you want. You cannot mess this up. They look so pretty no matter what you do. You just open them up kind of like an accordion, and they turn into these beautiful paper stars. And I just hung these up with some fishing wire, and I was able to recreate the look of the paper stars and do all of them for less than the cost of buying like a single paper star. All right, one hack I've done with Christmas wreaths for years now is actually repurpose my wreaths. So this was a wreath that I had for Thanksgiving. Prior to this, I actually was using the same exact one for Halloween, and I just swap out the decor that's on it to make it into a Christmas wreath. So I just have some picks. I keep these away in Christmas storage. I can get new bows if I need to or whatever. And then I just take the wreath and I sort of upcycle it into Christmas. And I love this because you're not forced to buy a new wreath every single year. Last year I made orange garland for the first time, and it was so easy, and I love this because you can store it in an airtight bag and keep it for years to come. So you're going to start by just taking your oranges, and you're going to cut them fairly thin. They don't have to be crazy thin, but you want them to be fairly thin. You can do lemons and stuff too, and then you're going to place them on a baking sheet with parchment paper. Bake them at 250 degrees for 30 minutes, and then flip them, and then keep flipping them till they're dry. It may take over an hour, and then you can use ornament hooks to just hang these wherever. I added them to a garland that I had hanging in my kitchen, and I just think they're so pretty. All right, guys, let's head to Ikea for a few little Ikea Christmas hacks. I love Ikea for Christmas stuff, and one of my favorite things to get there is actually Christmas trees. Not necessarily full-size Christmas trees like this one, but they have tons of great smaller mini Christmas trees, which can be a really fun way to decorate around the house, whether you're going to put them on a tabletop, in your kids' room. They're all super great price points, and then you can choose to upcycle them in different ways if you want. If you want to put them into like different oh my God, what's the word I'm looking for? Like different little pots and tins. I got these pots and tins right at Ikea. I used one in my kids' playroom. I used one on our dining room table. And I just think there's such a great little decor find from Ikea. The other thing I love getting Ikea for Christmas is textiles. You can get things like throw pillow covers and throw blankets. And I love this because you can literally just take the pillows that are on your sofa and just cover them in something a little bit seasonal and bring a little decor into your house that way. One of my best tips for Christmas decor is to consider swapping instead of adding. So instead of adding decor, what can you swap? And one of the best things to do is to swap out things like throws and pillows. And Ikea has lots of great choices for that. I also love this like little white sheepskin thing that they sell at Ikea. I don't even know what it's called. But this is a great little throw to just decorate with for winter. You can throw it over a bed. You can throw it over an armchair. You can throw it on the sofa. And I think it's such a great decor piece for the winter. All right, speaking of some Christmas throws, here's how you can make, oh my goodness, that is a clip of Miles when he was a baby. Okay, this is how you can make your own Christmas throw for literally a couple of dollars. You can get 2 yards of this micro fleece at Joann Fabrics or whatever, and then you're going to cut it to the size of the blanket you want, and then on 2 ends, you're going to cut tassels. I'm cutting maybe 2 or 3 inches up, and then you're going to knot 3 tassels together, and you have created your own little Christmas throw for just a couple of dollars, and you can keep using this year after year. If you have some mini Christmas trees that you're using, let me share some easy hacks with you. Here's how to make your own tree collar. I got this tub at the Dollar Tree, and I'm cutting the handles off, then I'm cutting a slit down the side, cutting a hole in the top of it, and this works perfectly as a little tree collar for any of your miniature Christmas trees. And obviously, you can use it just like this. It actually, you could like spray paint it silver, and it looked like a galvanized tin, but you can also jazz this up. I took some nautical thread that I had from Walmart, and I'm just going to glue this all the way around my bin. Hot glue, you know, just saving lives everywhere. And then this makes like the cutest looking basket Christmas tree collar for my mini Christmas tree. I absolutely love this. I've been using this collar for like 3 years now. I think I made it 3 Christmases ago. I just love the way that this looks on my mini Christmas tree. And if that is too crafty for you, just get yourself a basket. Already done, already woven, and you're just gonna cut a hole in the top of it, and then you can stick your Christmas tree in it this way. I just went down like the center of it because, you know, most of them you can like remove the tree from the actual stand. So put the tree down the center, put the stand underneath, and now you've created a little basket collar for your mini trees. This mini tree, by the way, is actually just from the Dollar Tree. They're so affordable. And talking about Dollar Trees and mini trees, the snow spray from the Dollar Tree, it's top notch for $1.25. I use this to flock all sorts of little Christmas trees. I've used it to flock garland or whatever. I find that it works really great. You don't want to shake it too much, and you're going to get that really great look of snow. I don't know if you're looking for a really affordable way to flock any of your garland or trees. Dollar Tree Snow at a Can is where it's at. I'm going to teach you how to make your own wreaths using some boxes that I know you have laying around. So start by cutting out a circle in the shape of the wreath that you want, and then you're going to cut the circle, the center of the circle out. And then you want to add a little bit of height to this to make it like, you know, some height to your wreath. So I'm just hot gluing some extra pieces of cardboard on here. Then you want to paint this green so that, you know, you don't see cardboard peeking through, and then you can just get any garland. I got this huge roll of garland, I think from Walmart, for so cheap. You can get basic garland for super, super cheap, and you're just gonna wrap this all the way around your little crafty cardboard sensation. It took me like 12 to 15 feet of garland, and now you've created this adorable little mini wreath. I use these on my kitchen. I love about this is you can literally make the wreath any size you want. Also, if you don't know this hack for hanging wreaths, the best way to do it is to get a command hook, hang out on the opposite side of the door that you want the wreath hanging. You're gonna hang the command hook upside down, and then you can use just any piece of ribbon to go over the top of the door. You can do cabinet doors like this. I've also just done like regular full-size doors, and the wreaths hang perfectly every time, and then you just take the command hook down when you're done. All right, I love this hack for making some festive little candles. So you can take any candle, and then you're going to get any decorative tissue paper. Cut the tissue paper to the size of your candle, and then using a blow dryer, you're just going to gently warm your candle. This is going to make it just the tiniest bit tacky. You're going to wrap the tissue paper around and then go ahead and warm it again. This is going to like secure it onto the candle, and you essentially have created your own little custom Christmas candles. I love this because there's so many cute seasonal tissue papers around, and so now you can use them to upcycle your candles for like your tablescape, putting on your mantle, whatever. Love it. I also love getting window clings from either Walmart or the Dollar Tree because you can do so much fun stuff with this. Obviously, kids love them stuck onto windows, but you can use these clings to decorate candle votives. So you can stick them like onto the glass of different votives and create really cute little seasonal candle votives this way. Also, my best hack, if you are trying to take a price tag off of something and it's not coming off, just grab your blow dryer, heat it up, and I'm telling you, it comes off every single time. 99.9% of the time, if I heat up a price tag with a blow dryer, it comes right off and you don't have any sticky residue at all, and you're not doing any scraping or any of that madness. Anyway, static clings onto little plates work really great if you want to get decorative. You can also use these on like wooden signs. I got this plain wooden sign when I was at the Dollar Tree, and I had just painted it with some like chalk paint. You could even use like a wood stain. And then I took some of the clings and I stuck them onto the wooden sign to create my own little like custom Christmas sign. One of my favorite hacks, if you have fake garland to make it look a little bit more robust, is to mix a little bit of real clippings in with your fake garland. So grab a bunch of fake clippings, whether you cut them off from like evergreens that you have outside, or you can usually get them at Christmas tree farms or wherever. Soak them overnight in some water. This is going to help them last all Christmas season long, and then mix some of the real in with your fake garland. It's just a great little hack to make your fake garland look better, but also to make it more affordable, that you don't have to do all real garland. You mix some fake in with some real, and you get the best of both worlds. This time of year, you can find all sorts of these like little Christmas village houses laying around. You get them at the Dollar Tree for like $1.25. They're everywhere. A simple upcycle for them is actually just to paint them in white chalk paint, and this just immediately gives them this like really nice sort of classic versatile look. I feel like you can use them so many different ways like this if you don't like the way that they are colored. I feel like just making them a solid color is always a great way to go. They would look great out on a mantle. They would look good on bookshelves or whatever. I created a wreath with one of mine. I got this wreath at the Dollar Tree, and then I had just glued the little house onto the bottom, and then using some cotton filling to look like snow and some of the little like fake houses that they have there, I made it into like a little village, and it's just a super cute little wreath. Another option is just to take these houses once they're painted white and to paint them to match your personal sort of color theme. You know, if you like doing more like reds and greens, or if you like doing something really colorful. I'd seen this super colorful house and I was trying to recreate that sort of look, and so I just used some colors from that and I painted the houses to these sort of like bright bold colors and stuck them into our tree. Just don't overlook the little houses, because even if the way they look is not your style, usually with the tiniest bit of paint you can make them work really well for you. All right, chugging right along, we're just getting to some miscellaneous hacks. How to make a simmer pot. I love doing simmer pots whenever I'm having company over this time of year, and they are so easy, and they honestly make your house smell so good. So just a pot with some water, and you do not have to do like anything super specific in here. Throw some citrus in if you have lemons, if you have oranges, whatever, and then whatever like aromatics you have. If you have some cloves, if you have nutmeg, if you have a stick of cinnamon, you can throw a rosemary sprig in. You can put some vanilla extract in. You could put almond extract in. I like putting in the tiniest bit of like evergreen, like even cut a piece from outside or from your Christmas tree if you have a real one. Let this simmer on your stove and your whole house is going to smell amazing. If you want to assure that you have the most magical Christmas ever, maybe a snow machine. I saw this snow machine and it had such amazing reviews. I had to really try it. Now I will tell you, it's not actually making snow, which I was a little surprised. It's more of this sort of like bubble. It sort of creates these like bubbles. But what's actually really great is they last way longer than snow would, because snow would melt really, really fast. So I did my research. This was the snow machine that seemed to have the best reviews. It really gives the look and the appearance of snow. It is insane. My kids absolutely love this, and I think it's a really fun little thing to get for a magical, maybe if you live somewhere where you can't get snow, or you don't know if you're gonna get snow or whatever, this is a huge winner. I love Ikea for getting some of my entertaining staples for the holidays. They have super cute napkin options, like cocktail napkins and napkins to put out on your holiday display if you're hosting the holidays. I love keeping little like holiday cocktail napkins out for when I'm hosting. They also have the cutest sets of aprons. They actually have kid ones and adult ones. I got matching ones for my son and me a few years ago, and we use them every single year when we like bake our cookies, which is really fun, and they're super affordable. Now, the Dollar Tree is an awesome place to go actually for glassware. They have the Santa mug that seriously is as good as some of the Pottery Barn ones. I got it for $1.25 and I use it every single Christmas. It is the cutest thing ever. They also have amazing glasses for hosting. I have this set of holly ones that I got, again, literally years ago. I pull them out every Christmas. Nobody would ever guess that they are from the Dollar Tree because they're like real glass. They look amazing. And I use them on every holiday scape. I actually ended up going back the next year and getting the matching plates, and I now use these every single Christmas for my Christmas dinner. And again, nobody would ever know that these are from the Dollar Tree. They look so, so nice, and they look like ones that exist out there for way more money. $1.25 each. You can also get placemats from the Dollar Tree, which is a great find. And then one of my favorite entertaining things from the Dollar Tree is their gold chargers. I have had this set of gold chargers, I'm not lying, you guys, 10 years probably, from the Dollar Tree. They come out with different ones all the time. I just think it is the simplest thing. You put these down before you put your plate down, and it immediately makes your tablescape look so much nicer. And there's no need to buy really expensive ones. I got these ones from the Dollar Tree. I put them out with my fancy holly glasses. And then I'm going to show you actually how I created this really cute little centerpiece using just some of the cheap wreaths that you can get from the Dollar Tree. So at the Dollar Tree, they actually have two wreaths. Usually they have like a slightly bigger one and then a slightly smaller one. So I'm going to take the smaller one and I'm going to put it inside of the bigger one to make the whole thing look full. So first you're just going to fluff the wreaths up to make them look as full as possible because they're going to be all smushed down. And then I'm going to take the smaller wreath and I'm going to put it into the center of the bigger wreath to create a more full looking wreath for only $2.50. And certainly I could use this as a wreath, but I'm going to use it actually as a tablescape, which is a really great hack for wreaths, is you're going to take it, instead of hanging it on your wall, you're going to put it flat on the center of your table, and then you can fill the center of that with all sorts of different things, whether you want to do some glass votives. I did a couple of little like just candlesticks. You could stick some ornaments in here, some cute little Christmas figurines if you have any. And it's just a really simple little centerpiece for your table, using whether it's a fake wreath or a real wreath. All right, the day of Christmas, don't forget to have your little Santa's Little Helper bag, okay? This is, oh my God, I was so pregnant in this clip. This is a bag that's just gonna have all the things that you might need from Christmas morning, okay? Some batteries, a little screwdriver to open your kids' toys, some scissors, all the things that you might need Christmas morning, get them in this bag, and then you'll have all the stuff you need when it's time to open presents. Speaking of, make sure you save one of the larger boxes you get when you buy some of your Christmas presents this year. Wrap it in some cute wrapping paper and then stick it in the side of your living room or whatever. And now you have a spot on Christmas morning where you can throw all of like the trash, all of the packaging, all of the leftover wrapping paper that can't be recycled. By the way, if you don't know this, if your wrapping paper has foil or glitter on it, you can't recycle it. So that has to go in the trash. But this is just going to help contain the mess on Christmas morning. Here's my Christmas cookie secret. Okay, guys, when my kids decorate cookies, I don't bake the cookies. I don't. I bake a lot of Christmas cookies. I do. But not for my kids to just decorate. Because let's be honest, when kids decorate cookies, it looks like this. Okay? And I don't really want my hard-earned, my blood, sweat, and tears. You know, I love my kids. But anyways, you're not cheating if you use pre-made dough or you buy the naked cupcakes from the bakery, which you totally can do. Save yourself some time and buy the dough for the making of the cookies. And another hack when it comes to decorating cookies with kids is get some of the little condiment squeeze tubes. You can get these all sorts of places. Mine are literally from the Dollar Tree. You can get them on Amazon. Fill up your icing in these, and this is way better for small hands to decorate. In this clip, my son is probably like 2, but even now he's 5, and I like the squeeze tubes for decorating even better. I even like it as an adult. I feel like it gives you a little more control of your icing. And then, of course, all of the sprinkles. Oh, so many sprinkles on a single cookie. Anyways. Oh, by the way, make sure you're just letting your kids decorate on like some tin foil or parchment paper so you can just roll that up when you are done and throw away all of the mess. Okay, some Dollar Tree mini tree hacks. Over the years of creating Dollar Tree content, I have found a lot of really clever ways to use these tiny $1.25 Christmas trees. Okay, so this is what one looks like when it is all filled out. It's like a little Charlie Brown Christmas tree, but we are going to do a lot with this. The first thing you can do is make it a little more full really easily by getting some of these Garland clips. These are clips they sell at the Dollar Tree for you to like hang up garland, but you can actually just use these on your Christmas tree to make it look a little bit more full. So I just wrap some around the branches, or I cut them smaller and I add them around the actual like trunk of the tree, and it makes it look a lot more full. For like just $2.50 worth of Dollar Tree stuff, you get a pretty decent looking mini tree. And then I know earlier in this video I did share some little hacks that you can do for some of the mini trees, whether you're flocking them with the Dollar Tree canned snow or you're creating some different collars for it using baskets or whatever. But let me share with you some other creative things that you can actually do with these mini trees besides just have them be mini trees. One of my personal favorites is to use 2 of the mini trees together to create a swag. So you're going to take your mini tree and you're actually going to, instead of like making it into a tree, you're going to lay it flat and you're going to spread it out, creating essentially what you want is like a swag, right? You've got like this like piece. And then I use 2 of them on top of each other to create a nice thick looking piece of swag. And then I'm using some of the Garland clips to just secure this together. I'm wrapping it around the base so that it all looks like, you know, evergreen, and I'm creating a little hook out of it. And then you can use your own ribbons and whatever picks you have. I get these right from the Dollar Tree most of the time. To decorate this, put a big old bow on it, and this is the cutest swag to hang on your front door or to hang on any door in your house. All right, guys, we're getting really crazy this time. They have these white ones. You don't have to do white ones, but if you buy 5 of these, you can do the same sort of thing where you are fanning them out to be flat, and then we are going to connect them in the center to create a star shape, right? This is so smart, and look at how huge of a star you can make with 5 of these mini trees. I'm just securing it all together with some hot glue and some ribbon to like hold it all into place. And then you could do a few different things in the center to sort of like cover up where this piece was. I ended up just getting a star shape that was supposed to be like a tree topper from the Dollar Tree, and I placed that in the center. You could put a lot of things in the center, but now you've created this big, huge, amazing star using just 5 mini trees from the Dollar Tree. All right, my friends, that does it. That was like, I don't know, 40 hacks, 50 hacks, so many Christmas hacks. Hopefully to help you save some time and some money and a little sanity this Christmas season. As always, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Remember to be kind to yourself and others, and I will see you all in my next video.